Okay, so what's this?
Sure.
So I assume that opens the doors. Merith, I may respect the gods be as long as you do your job, but that does not mean I am not going to loot the shit out of people. Max discipline. Oh, that would be useful for a dare or Mika. What have you got on Mika actually? So that'll give her more discipline to use on refreshing defiance. If she's actually using it. We'll have to watch her in the battle and see how she goes.
Hey. What this is?
I can scarcely believe it.
Yeah, she is using vigorous defense and enduring dance. So the longer she goes in battle without getting hit, the more her shaker becomes accurate.
On it like on it. Well.
Well, that's all done.
That's a hell of a trap detection range.
Looks like trouble.
Right.
Look at that.
Right, you're there, get that one, and Mirka can go. Good on you. Right, so that's targeted him there for Silent Scream. But enemies melee range over 0, which would be me. Come here, Mirka. Get out of that. Adea, could you kindly come over here?
I don't think I can pull that off.
Let Adea handle that, you handle this guy.
After him. This thing isn't doing the job.
I can scarcely believe it. Come on, I assist.
Let's do this.
Adea, could you please go pull this away from...
How may I? No trouble at all. Leave it.
would you look at that?
Sure.
Ah, stiletto. Mob rule. Extra accuracy. That would be brilliant for her. Mika, you might have your second weapon now. Yes. Fetid Caress, Noxious Burst, Arcane Dampener, Spirit Shield, Ghost Blades. Now everyone can find your second spear.
That'll teach you. Lava beyond sea. Oh, Jesus.
Adele, could you go pull this fella here, please?
Gladly.
Eulogy the easier, the vigil.
And curiouser.
Right, so we went all around that and I avoided a walk around there. Right, and there's no way to get there, so I must have to go all the way around. So, right, so I've got to read the eulogy itself. I could have just fucking... His blood seeps from a wound so deep, and death croons about this sepulchre. Let silence fall and final warden to partake my priest in still bearers dark maw. After many a battle, when my mace had failed him, now I bind his wounds, and I can only watch while he dies. Fade when, lady of vigils. He's got a very hell speaker there. I could do the accent if I wanted to, but no. Because, like most dwarven accents, it resembles Scottish in a lot of ways. My dog is in the background of the video is now playing with Squeaky Toy. This is 100% fine by me.
Good thing I saw him first.
And now we have a quick way around. Holy shit, Maker. Oh, here comes more. I may have to put a timer delay on Maker. So the vigorous defense isn't used up in the heat of battle.
Take that.
She seems to be using all her
nice hit.
Alright, so what was up here? Alright, they will be needing. That's probably going to need the mace that it was spoken about. Right, so that's the cliffside exit that you could have came in by if you went. Cyril! Enough, will you? Stop doing that! Give me 2 seconds. Stop pulling all the stuff about that poor fucking teddy bear! What has it done to you that deserves this, boy? Leave it alone! Some dogs. He's got this notion in his head he has to pull all this stuff out my teddy bear.
Which is it? What's that belly thing?
Cyril! You've been told now not to do that. I'm nae ought to be bragging needless now, but 'tis important that I keep con how full of life, strong and devout Isware was, and for a Baratheon priest, together by his side in glorious battles fought to bear us honour. I gutted countless undead with my spear for near on 20 years, right. Easier fought to keep shut the gates of hell. Surely they will crash open with his passing. Lush, Borthwyn, Laird to Helden Gate.
Another fool with a death wish.
Seville, just please leave the fucking poor teddy bear alone.
Let's go.
I think I'll be fine, he's got his refresh. But, well, both Meeper and Dare have the ability to regenerate health. Naturally, I get it from my armour. Yeah, and cause she's always doing it at 10, she is keeping a con bonus of 7 at all times. Like, she's got 9 there, so she should have a con bonus of 9. Yeah, look. Duality of Mortal Presence body has always got a con bonus on her, so her health and fortitude are fucking high as shit while she's in battle. Look how much health she's got compared to these. They're only at 270 and she's up at 370. She's got an extra 100 health and nobody else has. She is amazingly tough in battle. Effigy's husk. Oh god, scan.
Good thinking.
Anybody else be fucking chatting like fuck by now? I'm just saving my money up. Spear. So that'll be the other one. Inspect the skeleton. Call out his name, the Lord of Heldengate. The skeleton's chest is bowed outward from pride. Its stout boned hands clutched half the heavily with adorned battle-worn spear. Above the skull, an adorned graven in the wall depicts a man standing triumphant under a great gate. That'll be Lord of Heldengate. The words reverberate in the darkness, beckoning the skeleton back to life. Borflin, Lord of Heldengate. The sound becomes a thrum riding in the air as its soul essence coalesces and curls around you. It prickles along your skin before snaking for the skeleton's mouth. Empty eye sockets light with flames, the skeleton shudders and rattles, his head bowing forward, his soul essence seeps into the door seals. This will be the Larry. Inspect the skeleton. The skeleton's shoulders are squared for battle, and its fingers grip the rusted remains of a large mace. Above the skull, an engraving in the wall depicts a kneeling woman raising a lantern. Lydia Vigils. Okay. Fadewin, a toll, a death knell. Fadewin, Lady of Vigils. The dark essence plumes up, coalescing in the air, and then curls, sifting slowly into the skeleton's mouth. Same thing goes into the door seals. Addendum added the Lantern of Gorn. A towering skeleton straightens his spine, and the sound of his bones shifting rattles around the cavern. The gilded sword rests strapped to his back, and in his hand he grips a massive flail with a heavy skull for a striking head.
Watcher.
Twin fires flicker in the pits of his blackened eye sockets, burn with a deadly intent.
Been more than a middling life worth since my flails got bathed in bloody gore.
Long and last. It's a right fine pleasure jawing with someone who cons proper prose.
Same to you, my noble sir. 'Tis rare and seendal for a kinsman to cross my brood these undead days. What's a braw happening? But to still have a prestation to uphold. You can't, aye.
Hey, that's great. Somebody else does this Ulmir's funny country talk.
The death guard glowers menacingly at there.
Speak, then perish. Listen, you've a cause from birth to fare here.
The death guard drags his spiked skull head of his immense flail over the ground, gouging the stone at his feet. Then he hefts the flail's chain over his bony shoulders. Oh god, a flail! Oh fucking hell, they are. I mean no disturbance, but I'm hearing a mission of utmost importance. The skeleton stands still as death, magic billowing around him, burning up the air. For several moments he only stares, then his teeth clack loudly and he hefts the flail from his shoulders and swings it just short of your throat.
Then speak clear and true to what you rant. A button your next and last breath.
Bear's High Priest laments that your eulogy has been forgotten.
Aye, be it 2 life worths, no Berethian priest have come to the sepulchres.
He studies you, his eyes flickering silently, then his teeth clack, and he drops his flail skull down to crater the ground.
Aye. Stay your death, then I will.
I must take the last stone tablet of your eulogy to the High Priest to bear it off.
Aye then, I'll allow it. They priests need to be keeping the sacred rites of Bereth alive. There it lies in my burial grave.
And can you tell me about Lucia Ravan while I'm here? The Death Guard sees at the mention of Reeseven's name. Rage, cold but violent, rattles up the skeleton's spine.
Curse her soul to netherin torture! Ravan would have befouled Bereth. Was a black pox on the Eor that she whilom sought to vile ruin? I would aid any who hunt for Ravan. Aye. What are you seeking to learn?
Who was she?
Ravan was a Darkotsi paladin. She defied Bereth, wielded a weapon nae meant for the hands of mortals. I hunted for Ravan and the sword from Valia to the Deadfire. Hinderly caught her, slew her, and took Bereth's weapon for warding. But Rivan wouldn't keep dead. From sheer will and faith, she riz a monster, able to breed an army of undead. Turned Death Guard, Rivan sailed with her undead army in her foulsome Fonferus.
Can you tell me about the battle fought against undead?
I tried to end them for good, but the battle turned against me. I tracked the ship's comings and caught a regular trail. So I sailed to meet Rivan near the shadows of Tuscan Isle. Unawaited. A far fog neared despite the good winds. Rivan's ship crept from the mist. The winds died off, the waters calmed, and the ghost ship routed my ambush. 'Twas a slaughter. I was mort wounded, but fled with Bereth's weapon, the Engoliero dos Spears. Came to the temple of Nekataka to be buried. But I couldn't leave the sword unwarded, so I begged Bereth for another chance to serve my cause. I refused to die.
Let me ask you about something else. So you sacrificed yourself to guard this sacred weapon?
Aye. 'Twas a harsh choice, but I made it. Was willing to serve my deity by becoming Whitta Hunted in her name.
Fie, I canna thing her 12-bit dallion topside to shelter a stiff, unfailing sliver of being.
A kindred soul can be a true balm. We thank ye. The weapon canna be allowed out in Aeon.
Sevo!
Needed to ward it for all time. But I canna keep it from the undead if I'm not undead myself.
Are you sure Bereth's alright with you breaking the cycle of rebirth?
Aye, or surely I wouldn't be standing.
Do I want the weapon? Am I ever going to fucking use it? No, I'm not going to use the weapon, I'm not going to ask him for it, so let me ask you about something else. Very well. I only want the eulogy. 'Tis too soon, such pain can't be fathomed. Wolf's teeth gnawing at me ribs. Burning fear this devouring flames. I troughed a vow and they can't be broken to Bereth. To slay the undead, hunted Rivan far to the near, to deepen the Deadfire. Recovered the soul of souls, sword of souls, and I should have killed Rivan in the battle of Tuscan Isle as I killed her here, but instead was struck with silence. Forgot the current to the temple, sepulchres, or never saw it. Ended the lying in the grave, captive to the pallid night. Now I can't keep a grip on the sword. It tells and 'twill be taken. If in the die, wielded as a wound, hurt some call again Bereth. I cannot die in failure. Won't die, won't die, won't die. Have to see Riverton suffer. Have to ward Bereth's sacred weapon. Anyways, easier. Sevo, what the actual fuck are you doing, boy? I'm guessing that would have came to life if I fought him. Oh, Edwin is leveled up. Metaphysics and Arcana. For both classes, oh, she's level 13 now. Okay, so she could. I can give her Echo abilities. Have I? Yeah, Echo. Echo and Shield. Echo and Shield would be nice. Or enemy target in a cipher, get brutal backlash, yes. Sevo, will you stop? Oh, for the love of hell, dog! Stop! Would you this, boy! Stop this rampage! Stop rampaging through my house, boy! Seville, gotta stop! Right. So, smoke veil, smoke cloud. Yes, smoke cloud would probably be useful as fuck. Seville, gonna stop rampaging through my house, boy! Settle down!
A question, Watcher?
No, I just need to update your AI behaviour, Edwin. Right. Right, so Tar.
As you wish.
So can I get out this way? No, I. Seville, go to just calm down and play with your toys instead of wrecking my stuff. Through the crumbling remains of an old tomb, a passage deeper into the mountain. Inspect it. Skeleton remains just out from the wall inside the tomb. Its niche is now filled with loose rocks. Ahead, the grave leads to the passage. It bends left, and a breeze whizzing into its hollow darkness. Enter the passage. You pull yourself up into the tomb, and beyond the half-interred bodies flaking it, a passage into the rock winds its way upwards. You ascend through the bends with care, leaving the lighter catacombs behind. You stand in the dark, narrow cavern. The path ahead climbs out the depths of the mountain. Continue up to the cavern. You cross the narrow cavern, leaving it behind, and begin your climb through the steep passage. The air grows stale and heavy. You stand before a hallway. Its columns frame dozens of tombs hauled into the rock. Skeleton remains literary alcove. Inspect it. You carefully scan the corridor and focus on every detail. Skeleton remains probably dislodged from the cubbyholes over centuries. Litter the edges of the walls. Judging by the emblem etched onto the stones of the tomb, members of the same clan or the group lie buried here. A faint sparkle catches your eye. Under a pile of bones collapsed in the alcove, you discern something glittering. It seems to be within easy reach. Retrieve the glittering object. You reach inside the cubbyhole, digging into the pile of bones. Your fingers touch something cold. Its surface smooth as glass. You grab it, surprised at its weight, and pull it out to reveal a large ruby resting in the palm of your hand. Cross the hallway and continue. Will they come back to life now because I just stole that? Seville, will you please? Calm down and sit down. Steps carved into the rock climb up the tunnel. As exit forms ahead, chiseled against the light of the open sky. Oh yeah, so this is where that was. So rope and grappling hook, cache a grappling hook. This will probably be a dex check. I love my man, you got the best dex. Seville! Just fucking sit down, will you? Climb up. Oh, you just... What the hell is wrong with you today, dog? Right, anyway. End of episode.